Hello my fellow YouTubers, something else I wish to discuss today, something you'd think after 23 years of drumming I'd have a solid comprehension of, but unfortunately I don't, and I don't think I ever will to a certain extent, to be honest, but never mind. Before I continue with anything else, check this out. I mean, obviously it goes without saying, Dream Theater, Sugar and Tool have completely different styles in terms of their music, but they do have one particular thing in common, which is that they are all progressive metal bands, which means that their predominant style incorporates odd time signatures, which is primarily what this video is actually about and what I wanted to discuss. I just want to express how much idolize effectively these three particular drummers. They're all very familiar to me. It's three of my favourite bands, and Mike Portnoy, Thomas Hack and Danny Carey have the most profound talent and technique in terms of switching time signatures throughout each of their songs, sometimes like numerous times throughout the entirety of their songs. Progressive metal has such diversified kind of like compositions, you know, and each one of their songs, you know, of their band songs just sound entirely different because of this. And every time I hear one of those songs, I'm just like,
what the fuck is that?
The thing is, I can actually play odd time signatures. Yeah, I can transition between 4/4 or 3/4, two of the most basic sort of drum beats there ever was and ever will be, to something more complex and advanced. The difference is that these three masterclass drummers of odd time signatures know exactly what they're playing, and I don't. So whenever I transition from 4/4 into something more complicated, I have no idea what I've actually transitioned to. But here's an example of me playing, you know, and transitioning between 4/4 and something else. Perhaps you could even tell me what I'm actually playing, if you have any idea. Well, it sounds like humiliating on my part, but feel free to let me know what I'm doing, if indeed you've any idea what I'm doing. There you go.
for that. Yummy.
Yeah, sorry I had to cut that clip rather abruptly. When I do a sort of like spontaneous improv jam, I tend to get rather carried away, and that jam ended up being about 13 minutes long, and I didn't want to keep you any longer than you have to be here, considering how long I've filmed so far. Anyway, yeah, incidentally, I did write a song called Red Serpent for my band Dreamstate Illusion, well, the lyrics anyway, and this song was most definitely not in 4/4. I think myself and my bandmate Ryan perhaps came to the conclusion that it was maybe in 7/4, but I couldn't necessarily confirm that. But I don't think either of us anticipated how it would end up sounding. But I don't know, it doesn't necessarily, like I said, nothing really kind of like sounds like Tool, but if you've heard Schism before on the album Lateralis, it's got a predominant bass line through the entirety of the song, and this is what Red Serpent ended up being. It has a Ryan put down a predominant bass line, pretty kind of badass bass line throughout the song, and yeah, it's just kind of like developed from there, and we were really kind of pleased with the final product. I'll put a wee clip in just now so you can have a listen to that, just see what you make of it. Motionless in the dark, as the predator lies in wait. The inverted negative space obelisk. True to pride is lethal jaws of death. Intimidates all who's here in its proximity. Entrapment is imminent for those who draw its case. Involuntary submission from the Serpent's targets. I hope you enjoyed that little clip of Red Serpent I put in just now. If you'd like to check out the full song, I created a lyric video for it, and I'll put a link for that in the description, along with Dreamstate Illusion's YouTube channel, which you can check out if you want. We don't necessarily adhere to a particular genre, and that's was pretty much based on choice, to be honest. we didn't necessarily want to stick with a particular style. So we kind of like cross genres from like metal to rock to, you know, quite melodic compositions, and there's another song which I've written, which is not yet produced, but will be as soon as we get around to it. This one is called Genesis of I, and it's a very ambient type song, and that's primarily based on the lyrics and what the song's about. I think our heaviest song so far is called Manic Overdrive, which is it's fucking insane. Like, it's got about 26, 27 tracks within it. It took ages to kind of like finish that song, because we kept thinking like, oh, let's add this and let's add that, and just like kind of, you know, we don't kind of like do more than we have to. Everything that we put into our songs is entirely relevant. We don't like just put things in for the sake of it. But that song was really fun to put together, and yeah, it's quite interesting. That one is on our YouTube channel, so have a listen to that if you want. Yeah, that's one of my personal favourites. I don't necessarily know where my inspiration as a lyricist actually comes from. I've never actually kind of written lyrics for music before, but I like to think I'm quite good at it, to be honest. And I think probably my inspiration stems from my interest in kind of like human psychology. I love horror movies, and into my graphic design and drawing as well. I've got a very unusual sort of like style of drawing, and you've seen some of the graphic design compositions I've put together for the beginning of my drum covers, which was great fun and makes my drum cover videos somewhat more interesting to put together as well. Yeah, so Dreamstate Illusion is quite diversified in terms of the music itself, and that's the way we like it, and I want to kind of like keep that continuity. So yeah, if you want to follow me on Facebook and Instagram, feel free to do so, as well as Dreamstate Illusion. We're also on Facebook and Instagram as well. So yeah, go ahead if you feel like doing so, guys, and I'll catch you later, and we'll keep you posted on any further material and when it's to be uploaded onto YouTube. So thanks for watching. Bye.